Anthony Sturgis, rank is Sergeant from 11th WMD-CST out of Maine. To prepare for this, my active guard job is pretty demanding, in a weapons and mass destruction center, you have to respond to any type of threat. So you have to be within a certain distance to the unit, and there's a few restrictions. So it makes preparation difficult. But we managed to get a bunch of weapons from the state and practice on those. We did a lot of hip pocket training. Whenever you get the opportunity, we'd be quizzing, and so it's just a lot of making time. Personally, it's a demanding. It's a demanding level, so you can't come in here and just give half effort, because you're representing not only your state or your unit, but you're representing your region. So there's a lot of pride in that, because you're the best out of that 38,000 or 40,000 soldiers from that region, to make it to nationals. So, I take pride in that, and I prepared, like I thought everybody else would, or my region would expect me to. I think it speaks volume, because if you're coming here and you're beating out the people that are here, if you're beating out the NCOs and the other soldiers that are here, then that means that you put in a lot of effort, that you've taken time out of your personal life. I mean, being in the Guard, you don't always have that opportunity of being active duty. Some of these guys are M-Day soldiers, so they have to take time from their personal work life, their schooling, so the people that win this deserve it. They put a lot of effort into it, and it's not easy. For me, the biggest takeaway would be having the opportunity to work with this type of these type of soldiers, like this caliber, and all of the cadre that are here, and seeing at this level actually makes it puts everything else into perspective, because you see the big picture. You see what's next, and you've seen it up till now, but here is where it really rolls in, and you see the different level that it takes to compete here. So when I go back to my state and my region, I'm going to help the next guy prepare, because I have a better insight as to what it takes and what it includes. So hopefully I'll be able to take away a little bit more discipline, a little bit more time to prepare, and try to transfer that off to the next guy that's going to represent the region. The experience overall has been it's been challenging, because it's not just what happens here, it's what's happened the previous levels and the preparation it takes to get here. So it's a combination of a lot of things, and I think that experience is, taught you work ethic. If you didn't have it before, it taught you to be disciplined, because you wouldn't make it here if you weren't. It teaches you the basic soldier skills and how to refine those so that you can master them, not just be proficient in them. Preparing for this, did a lot of physical events, did a lot of land navigation, and we had to take time out of the duty day, because I'm active guard. So we had to take time out of my job to go to the land navigation course, or to go to the qualification course, and shoot a few weapons, or to just do a rug march for PT. So you're running, and we tried to train for the hardest possible environment. So we'd be running straight up a 90-degree angle hill for 5-6 times. So it's been challenging. There was a few things. The mystery event was awesome as far as the live 9mm range. But the board was one of the biggest question marks that we had coming into it, because we didn't know if it was the study guide or whatnot. But the 9mm range started off being mounted inside a Humvee. You get hit by an IED, you're forced to move across the inside of the Humvee to the non-contact side, so the side that wasn't hit by the IED. You dismount, you take cover behind the vehicle, and you engage a silhouette target with 15 rounds. From there, you moved on to a prone position where you were behind a hide, which is basically a canopy, and have a little wall in front of you, and you had a few holes in that. So you take your pistol and you aim it down there, and you have to hit these pie plates. So you pop up targets that are about 15 meters away, engage those, and then you move through to a door where you had to breach the door with a breaching tool. So once you kick down the door, you step through it, and from the standing position you engage another silhouette. I think it takes a lot of preparation, a lot of discipline to be the best warrior, because you're here because of what you've done to get here, so you have to take that same thing and try to translate it into the national competition. And then once you get here, the studying's done and everything, and then it's just resiliency. It's just how well do you deal with the adversity that you're hit with. So I think that's one of the biggest things with this competition that wasn't at regionals or states for us in Region 1 was the guessing game. There's a lot less direction here, because they play by the big boy rules, so you have to make sure you're in the right place in the right uniform without being told to be there. So it's a little bit more challenging, but I think that's what it takes.
My name is Specialist Nathaniel Hill, and I'm with the 485th MP Company in Reno, Nevada. And Nathaniel, Nathanaiel, and then Hill, pretty basic, HIL.
And you're MP?
Roger. You know, at these competitions, there's a lot of great soldiers out there that maybe just didn't get the opportunity to be here or what have you. But I think this is really good for the people that do get the opportunity to just put out there what they can do, and you know, if you give your best effort, you're going to succeed, and what you put in, you get back. So I think it's good, and it's definitely a big career booster. So for the people that do get the opportunity, it's definitely awesome. But just because someone gets named the best warrior out here doesn't mean that there aren't tons and thousands of really awesome soldiers out there that are doing good things every day. So, but I think it's good as like an example to kind of, you know, show a standard. You know, for people to see that and be like, oh, that's cool, I want to work hard and become a better soldier too. Yeah, it's been great. I've definitely, myself as a soldier, has gotten way better through training, you know, having to put myself through a lot. Mentally, you know, you have to learn how to deal with the competition and stress, and that's been awesome. Just taking what I can out of it. It's been a great experience, and it's, you know, when I get back, I can share it with everyone and hopefully help someone get to where I am today too.